We have new details tonight in a gang-related shooting that hurt 6 teenagers, one as young as 13 years old. This happened in North Portland late last night. K2's Erica Knocklin found out what police are doing now. And Erica, the shooters are still out there.
I just checked back in with police. They still have not found them. We're told 2 armed men shot right into a crowd of people and then ran off. Now the mayor and police are especially concerned because of the number of victims and their young age.
The calls came flooding in just before 11:30 last night when 2 men shot at a group of teenagers. The victims are as young as 13 to 16 years old and are expected to be okay.
The youthful age of the victims it's horrible. I mean, we could have had 6 deaths.
To be candid, what we saw last night was nothing less than an ambush. It was a very upfront, close and personal shooting at a group, and we're doing a number of things.
Part of that plan is sending a dozen extra officers to the streets this weekend. We rode along with some of the gang enforcement team as they try to prevent known problem areas from having another problem.
Someone who might be a shooter today might be a victim of a gang shooting the following week because, word gets out among the gangsters that, this person just shot at so-and-so. They used to hang out right here at this house.
They started patrolling in the same area of last night's shooting, stretching along North Albina from Ainsworth to Killingsworth. The neighborhood has seen a handful of shootings just over the last year.
We like to spend a lot of time in the areas where we're seeing a high level of gang activity. This is kind of a Crip area where we have a lot of our Crip gang members hang out.
Well, that may be the focus of police. 1614, the mayor stresses everybody should be concerned.
Because of perhaps the neighborhood it happens or the race or what other, things we can't choose, that this is somehow not what it is it's a citywide problem.
The mayor and police say they need your help to find the 2 men responsible. Police say a lot of times with these gang-related shootings, people that know what happened will not come forward. And when I asked police if the victims are involved in a gang, they only said they were hanging out at a place where gang members hang out. And it's still unclear if those victims are being cooperative with police.
Troubling. Thought we could get through the summer without another big incident like this.
Guess not.
All right, Emily, thank you. The shooting is especially disturbing because people who knew them say the victims are not tied to gangs. As K2's Bob Heye reports, some say they were wrongly targeted because of what they were wearing after a Friday night football game.
Not far from the police tape left behind on the PCC Cascade campus Saturday morning.
I pull up right here and I see one laying in the ground and another guy limping.
Make sure they're all alive and moving, That's what he told me. I was like, make sure they're alive and moving.
Dominic Atchison and Wes Datus described seeing 2 of the 6 victims right after they were wounded by gunfire.
Oh, it was just crazy, because I thought it'd be somebody else laying on the ground except for, those guys. There's some young guys.
It was some gang involvement, but they chose the wrong people, so the choice of targets are not too good.
2 suspects ran from the area and escaped before police arrived.
I was hysterical.
Wenona Bell's son is one of the 6 young men who were wounded.
First thing, is you're thinking just, oh my God. There's just been so much violence in Portland. We've dealt with it internally within our family within the past year. And so, yeah, I was hysterical.
One of Wenona's sons plays football for nearby Jefferson High School, and some believe the shooting was a case of mistaken identity. At least some of the victims attended a football game here at Jefferson High School earlier in the evening and just blocks from the shooting scene. Witnesses tell us that the shooters were wearing red, a color often worn by Bloods gang members, and that the victims were wearing the school colors, which include blue, a color often worn by rival Crips gang members. Now some worry, what's next?
Honestly, I don't think it'll be the end of it.
In North Portland, Bob Heye, K2 News.